So today's been kind of a weird day in general. It's day 11 of 100 on my video blog, and so I started off eating really well today in the morning: chicken breast, coffee, chicken breast, chocolate milk, coffee, chicken breast, apples, and I did 2-hour finances in the morning. So I'll just read what I wrote. Observations: set monthly expenses, maybe rent, milk, and protein, 17,200 baht or 560 US dollars. Did 2 hours of personal finance stuff, just completed it from about 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Got my travel fund up to $400, which makes me feel 50% less stressed about traveling to Myanmar. I still want to hold a sharp focus on dropping to the US military standard of ideal weight, about 15 pounds less than now. And some point later on today, I started overeating, I guess due to depression. I started feeling overwhelmed with stuff. And what's really ironic is, so I was writing this letter to my mom, and being 100% honest, I was telling her that for the sake of our family and my friends and stuff, I thought I would start working towards trying to attain the position of President of the United Nations as our lives unfold. And I always tell my mom the truth to the best of my ability. I wrote, even if I fail to attain this good ideal goal over the next 20 to 30 years, Secretary General of the United Nations, at least we could become networked enough in that circle to help Collin, Sohi, or Suhan attain this position of social stewardship. Why not? And then I told her, with this in mind, I thought I'd talk to you more about TopWiki's 10-year business plan. And I started working on my letter to my daughters today. Got to Pukai Na, and started writing that out. And I felt really, for lack of a better word, pissed off at myself today because my depression got the best of me, and I started overeating. And so I just thought, for like Endy and Collin, that this may or may not be helpful to be like, look, somebody with emotional fortitude and self-belief, moral conviction, etc., to have a balanced, reasonable view on life and things can also get intermittent depression and basically self-sabotage, because I'm not a child, I'm an adult. And I take full personal responsibility for all my actions. And I had big dreams for my family and my wives, my children, others, my country, the world. I think we need the best of the best of the best leadership. And that's me and my family. And but today, I honestly totally wowed myself with my own patheticness. And that's why I feel pissed off today about this. Not everything about today, just in general. I feel pissed off. And I let myself get pissed off at myself because I think it's better than not being pissed off at myself. When I screw up, I really put it on myself because I don't want it to continue. It might continue, but if I don't get pissed off at myself and start taking things a lot more seriously, again, I'm just sort of giving you a window into my life, window into my thinking process, how I operate, sort of what goes through my mind. So I'm basically simultaneously juggling these ideas of like intermittent depression, wowed myself with my own patheticness, total honesty to my mom about trying to attain the position of the President of the United Nations, letter to my daughter, where I'm at emotionally, upset at myself because to dunk a basketball, I have to be ideal weight. And that's probably slightly more important than even developing my muscles for jumping. And it's day 11 of 100, and I was joking earlier in the first video blog about maybe I might be 20 pounds more, and my vertical goes down. And there's some truth to that, and that's what genuinely infuriates me, because it's like I always feel like I have something to prove. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just like, for example, why the hell should somebody like me be Secretary General of the United Nations? Well, I'm good at setting 10, 20-year goals. And the last time we had anybody who set any sort of meaningful goal for this fucking nation is John F. K. when he said, let's go to the moon in 10 years. I haven't really heard any leader put forward any 10-year goal since then. And I'm extremely good at 10, 20, 30-year goals. Probably better than anybody else in the entire world, definitely the United States. So it would really be a tragedy if I didn't lead the world or the United States, in my humble opinion. And that being said, I can't even basically like stop myself from overeating because I get little bits of depression here and there. So I have a right to be pissed off at myself right now. Again, Endy Collin, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. And if nothing else, hopefully you can try to understand what I'm saying and maybe help me become a better version of myself for you and your family and my family and me and your country and my country and the world. I love you all. Have a nice day.